Good afternoon, everybody. It's your favorite garden, OG Class. Just giving you a quick update on what's been going on since the last video. I think it's been about close to a week or so, almost a week, 5 days or so. Just a quick update. I actually came out here today and planted some collards in that row right there. You see the white tag going back there. So, anyways, purple globes, turnips are doing great. You can see that. The mustards, the spinach tender greens, those are doing as good as well. In between that, we've got our regular 7-top turnips in between there, so going up through there. And then right here, our arugula is definitely taking off. Back there, Swiss chard is looking nice. Kind of had a slow start, but it looks like it's happening. The Spanish onions, you guys remember I planted those. They didn't even have tops on them yet, so those are looking happy. Again, right next to those are where I just planted my collards. I expect those to take off pretty quick, 5 to 14 days as far as germination period. So the peppers that I planted here and out there, that yellow tag is. I don't know what's going on with them, but like I said before, I'm gonna give them a chance. If nothing comes up there and I don't get anything, guess what? I'm gonna go ahead, move that row it out, throw in another line of collards. Kale, down there, it's looking pretty good. So I'm happy about that. Red onions, those are taking off too. So that's a good thing. Something I learned the other day, I'm glad I did, is my zucchini wasn't looking happy. And so what I did is I went online and looked up basically how to pollinate them. I haven't been seeing a lot of bees and things yet. I don't know what's going on with nature. But what I did is I came out, I took a male flower, which male flowers are the ones that look like that. They just have the stem. Female flowers will have that zucchini already starting. So what I did is I came out here, I pulled off a male flower from somewhere here on the plant, and I took that male flower, peeled it open, as well as peeled the female open too, and I basically touched them together. That was a few days ago. Since then, these small little tiny baby blue zucchinis you see there, those have taken off. They were very small, so those have taken off. Other zucchini and squash I got, they're taking their time, but this one was the first one I planted, so I expect that this one would take off quicker. And these other ones are going. Actually, no flowers on it yet, but again, I'm going to end up just pollinating them myself to get them going. Beans are looking good. Those two had a slow start. We've had some more finicky weather. Radishes looking good. I actually shared some with my neighbor. These are a French variety, so they're long. Most people are used to the round style, but I did a few different ones this year, so that's what we got going on there. Lettuce is looking fantastic as always. Both of those rows. Red romaine is finally taking off, as you can see right there. I always forget which one. This one. Oh, black seed Simpson. That one's looking fantastic. Doing happy. Jalapenos. What I'm going to end up doing as soon as those get flowers, I'm going to go ahead and pollinate those myself as well to get them going. The coriander and cilantro, it's doing all right. It's my first time growing it, so this is a learning process for me. We've also got our Grand Rapid lettuce taking off. This is just a variety that I had. Believe it or not, I think it's like Paris Island, and it's probably some black seed Simpson too. Then again, that bok choy is looking real good too. I gotta thin that out. The good thing about thinning it out though is that I can thin it out, and what will happen is that I can use the small younger leaves just in my salad, so, and then let the rest of the bok choy grow. Eggplants are happy too. Like I said before, I've got a row here, but what I got to do is come in. I can see the starts, so I got to pull those weeds as well. And sunflowers, looking good, of course. Another tomato plant that I had used seeds from tomatoes I bought. So I'm expecting those to either look white, like grapes, or purple, like a mini Cherokee purple. So these are cherry 100s that I got from my neighbor Cindy. That she has a aeroponics system, and she grew those out. And as you know about the aeroponics system, you know that it's not very large. You can't really keep growing in there. You'd have to move the lights and do a whole bunch of stuff. But it's a great system to start something. This spot right here, if you look at my other videos, there was a table here. I moved that because I'm trying to use up every little spot I can in my garden to grow healthy food for myself and my family. So, and here we've got us some Cherokee purples, back there. It's our black prince. I actually picked those up because my friend Thomas asked me about some that I had grew a couple years ago, and he was really interested in them. He said that the Cherokee purple fried are amazing, so I grew those because I'm going to try that, as well as I want to share those with him again. Back there, we still got our mystery seed, but again, I know what package I got of, so I kind of know what they should be. We'll see what happens. This one is another cherry tomato from my neighbor Cindy. These here are beefsteak. I said the wrong name on my last video and said that they were Better Boy. They're not Better Boy, they're beefsteak. So these are going to be huge. And I have this going up, this frame. I got this frame from my neighbor Chris. He lives over here. And what this is actually a really old box spring frame. Basically, it came out of a box spring. So he gave me this, and I've been using it for a couple years to actually run my tomato plants up on. It works fantastic for me. Back here, we've got our fantastic, grab that label, Golden Jubilees. Those are going to be good. These are our sweet 100 cherries right here, both of those. All right, and here's my tool that I use for pollinating, just a good old-fashioned Q-tip. All right, our romaines that I planted, these were the first ones I planted. These are ready to be cut. So, probably going to cut those because I have so much more going. And once I cut those, then I'm not going to cut them completely. I'm only going to cut them enough, to make a couple of salads, and I'm okay with that. But they're absolutely happy. There's no bugs eating them up, so that's great. Kale, which I actually came out and I cut some 2 days ago. And what I actually did is I took the kale that I cut, sauteed some of it, and I used it in one of the skillets I made for breakfast. Pepper plants back there. And what I did this time, instead of cutting, they're so delicate when it comes to the flowers. I just came out and I shook it, and by shaking it, it usually will send the pollen to whatever is available. So just keep our fingers crossed on that. Again, thanks guys for hanging out with me. You see what we got going on. Again, if you got any tips or tricks, suggestions, anything, let me know. Still learning this whole thing. Want to give a big shout out and thanks to my mom for even getting me involved in this. I didn't know much about planting anything until about 16 years ago or so, when I met my wife and she had a little garden. And what I did is, in my quest to win her heart, I started learning about gardening. And then with the help of my mom, I started reading a lot of books. My mom would buy me books about gardening and things like that. So that has helped me as well. So looking for a bountiful and beautiful garden this year. Another shout out to Thomas Hudson for letting me use that rototiller. It made a huge difference. Only thing now is, of course, the weeding, but I've been keeping up on that daily. So again, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Let's keep this going. And again, if you got any tips or tricks or suggestions, hit me up. You can leave a post on the page. You can also just hit me up at hikonejonepes71@gmail.com. It's your boy OG Classic, the Ghetto Gardener, from projects to produce. Stay tuned. One love. Just deciding today I probably need to go ahead and pull these the French radishes, only because I don't want them to start getting rotten. And then I have some other ones I'm actually going to plant, some crimson ones. So thought I'd bring you along on that journey, which is simply just pulling them out. And as you can see, most people are used to the round ones. However, this variety is not the round ones. And what I'm going to actually do with them, now that I'm getting them pulled, can't eat all of them that soon. What I'm going to actually end up doing, like I read online, which is just simply take them and you can freeze them. So that's actually what I'm going to do. Probably give some away because, hey, why not share, right? But I'm getting these out because one of the things that I'm going to be doing, like I said, is planting a new crop. So this is actually going to be what I would consider my first harvest. So again, thanks for joining me on this journey. And I'm going to end up just turning this soil because I can see that I can go ahead and do that. And I got a pocket full and I get the weeds, so that's the other good thing. So thanks for joining me today. It's looking kind of cloudy, so I'm going to try to get what I can get done today and check back in with you guys later this week. Thanks for joining me. We're seeing my first set of radishes today. And again, like I was thinking, I didn't want them to start kind of rotting and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this box. That bucket over there is already full. So I'm gonna pull just this box. And what I'm gonna actually put in there now that I'm done with those is I'm gonna throw the Crimson Giants in there. These get pretty decent size, so I'm looking forward to that. 30 days to harvest, so they'll be done, fairly quickly. And again, that's going to just be another part of the journey that you guys are taking with me. Again, I thank you for taking out time in your day to even take a moment to check me out. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me enjoying the video, and I sincerely appreciate that. So, OG Classic, Ghetto Gardener, from projects to produce. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys soon.